McKay was taken on a Tuesday evening and his remains were not found until Sunday morning.
So you never talked to the person after he left the call that he wanted a ransom?
This was a woman that called who he had, the abductor and murderer had gotten involved to make the ransom demand, and then he had people covering for him as to in other ways, but she was part of the group that covered for him and bought him time and gave him the space to abduct McKay. Yes.
And so take us through the process. After that phone call and your son is missing, I'm sure you went through the most terrifying grief, because I know I lost a wife to cancer, and when she was first diagnosed, she lived for 4 years, and I literally almost couldn't sleep for 18 months. And then finally, you can't just go on forever not resting, but the anxiety was so incredible, and what you went through had to be 100, 1,000 times more than what I was experiencing. Take us back and tell us about your emotional state at that time.
I was emotionally wrought. I was also extremely angry that someone would have the gall to enter my space, my child's space, and abduct him. I began to drag my right leg. My left arm began to palsy, or it looked palsy. My speech began to slow like an old phonograph record on the slowest speed. My eyesight became very different. I'd always say great eyesight, but it began to be distorted. And I realized, you know, the longer the time the clock ticked, that I was, you know, you're wise, you're adult. And so it was just a very delusional mess, that you know, because you think, surely not. Well, they arrested him. I thought it was odd that he would be so bold to enter our property, and yet he fainted when he was arrested.
He did what?
He fainted.
He fainted?
Yes.
So he was tough with a child, but he wasn't much when it came to facing reality.